Hey everyone, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome. All right. All right, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hey Stella, welcome Stella.
Hey, David. Thank you.
Hello. We'll get started shortly. Hey Bill, welcome Bill, welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello, we'll get started shortly. This evening we're gonna go over equities, so stocks, options. Not a lot happening in ETFs, but we'll go over that. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly, guys. Lots to go over. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly. Stella, did you get out a pound yen on the 30-minute?
Yeah, I got out. I was very pleased.
What's that?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I got out.
Awesome. Good, good.
Pretty good. I should have stayed in CHF. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I got out
You
and
got out.
kept going.
Okay. We'll go over the charts. Hey, Mary, welcome. Guys, let's go ahead and get started. All right. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. All right, so you guys should see the Monster Market Tracker. So let's go over the markets. What happened today? All right, so here is Monster Market Tracker, guys. Big price action today. All right, we've been calling for this. We talked about this yesterday, that the price action, right? So the price on the indexes were moving higher, right? So here is the Dow. So here's the Dow here, and this is important. So here is the Dow. Here was our previous sell signal, right? Price consolidated, never really broke down in the markdown phase, right? And never gave us redistribution, kind of consolidated. So about almost a little over 2 weeks, right? Almost 2.5, 3 weeks, price consolidated, all right? Never really continued down that distribution phase, markdown phase, okay? We had some buying yesterday, right? And we had this white consolidating candle. And we talked about that price needed to hold down in this area. Well, guess what? We got some buying came in today. And now we are above that previous support, right? Which became resistance. And now we've got a green candle, right? And we're back up in this area in here. All right. So not good for the shorts. All right. So not good for shorts.
David, we can't see your cursor. We can see the 5 charts, but I can't see your cursor.
Oh, okay. All right. 1 second, Bill. All right. Let's see here. Okay. How about now?
Yep.
Is this
there it
better?
is.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So let's go through this, right? So things are setting up pretty good. All right. Things are setting up pretty good to go long. We still need to get, we need this sell signal here to close. All right. But you guys can really start looking for long position. So this short will close, right? And then what we'll look for is buy signals. Start looking for buy signals. And we would like to see this get into like the markup phase. Okay, but green candles, right? Red bearish candles, sellers are in. Green candle, I mean, white candle consolidation, kind of like this here. So we've got a green candle here. So we've got buyers coming back in. So want to be very, very careful with puts and shorts. Okay, so that's the Dow. That's the Dow. And let's take a look at the S&P. The S&P, same thing. So same thing with the S&P, right? Price held that support down in here. Held support down in here. Right down in here. All right. Here was previous resistance. Right. Where previous support, which is now resistance right here. And here is the S&P right here. White candle, green candle. We'll expect some buying to come in tomorrow and move the price up, kind of like this right here. The next resistance is right here. So it still has some work to do, right? It's got to get back above this area. All right. But buyers are coming in. They're definitely coming back in. So we'll have some great opportunities in Sniper and Stock Boss Bullmaster, and we'll go over that. All right. As far as the NASDAQ was a lagger. The NASDAQ fell down the most, so it corrected the most. Okay, so here was the sell short signal. It did make another leg down, all right, in the distribution phase. So it's taken a bit longer to recover, all right. But if the market is up tomorrow, we should see green candles coming here, all right. But out of all the indexes, the NASDAQ fell the most, all right. So if we can get some buying in, we should see some really nice moves in technology stocks. And we'll see that when we'll see that action in the sector, technology sector. All right. The IWM to the Russell, same thing here. All right. Big green candle came in. All right, really squeeze the shorts. All right, so here was the previous sell short signal. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing, right? Tight range. Here is support down in here, resistance. Green candle, we look to test this resistance here and move higher. All right, so buyers are coming in. Buyers are coming in. That's why we track this stuff. That's why we track this. The VIX is coming down. Yesterday we talked about this. We had a red candle here that broke support on the VIX. All right, and we had some follow through today. Another red candle. So sellers are coming into the VIX. Right now the VIX is at 25. Right. So as you guys know, when volatility comes down, that's bullish for the market. All right, when volatility goes up, like up here, it was 37, that's bearish for the market. So VIX is coming down. A number below 20, once it gets below 20, very, very bullish for the market. So we'll expect prices to go higher, right, in the indexes. All right, as far as sectors, we haven't seen any rotation yet in the sectors. So that should happen going into next week. We should see a lot of these sectors here start to turn up. All right. Crude oil has been about the same, right? And the gold, silver, right? The miners, they've been up. But we've seen some of a pullback in those sectors. Okay. I'll open up the floor in a minute. Let's take a look at Sniper Trader. We'll have new trades for Sniper tomorrow. And we'll focus more on, we still have to see what what comes in as far as the data, but definitely calls. Okay. A few more stocks in Stock Boss. All right. But nothing major. And then Heat Seeker for Bullmaster, nothing major. We'll focus on, like I said, technology stocks. So if we start to get really bullish, expect technology stocks and healthcare stocks to perhaps lead us out of this correction here. All right. And then we'll go over the IBD stocks. We'll go over that later in the later tonight. As far as Forex, we closed that pound yen position, right? We were looking for a sell signal on the 30-minute. All right, so sell signal on the 30-minute chart time frame. So we closed that position. Not a bad trade, very good trade. All right. If it breaks above, if it gets above this resistance here and give a buy signal, we might get in again. All right, we might get in again, but lightly. All right, we trade lightly. So watch that 30-minute. All right, watch that 30-minute. You do have some resistance in this area right here, guys. So we have, and this is why we took profits on that 30-minute time frame, because we've got consolidation in here. So in here we have a high right here, and then over here. So right here between here and here, we've got consolidation in here. So this is where price really struggled, right, to move higher. All right, so here strong resistance here, previous support is now resistance. All right, we got above that area. We got above that area right here. Hope you guys can see this here. We got above that area right here. So we could get some consolidation in here with the pound yen, but if we can break above this area right here, which is about 100 pips or so, 120 pips, 50 pips, we could get above here. We'll see that price action on the 30-minute. So if we can get above this area here, that might be good to get back in, okay, but not heavy. The trade was made already. So this was our best trade here to get in here, right here, right here, and then get out. All right. The Swiss yen, we are still holding that pair. All right. So the Swiss yen, let me pull it up. All right, so Swiss yen, we are still holding it. All right, so we are holding that pair. It broke above this high right here. I want to call this resistance. It's a high, and we're holding it here. If we get a sell signal, all right, if we get a sell signal on the 30-minute here, we'll close the trade. All right, so we'll close the trade. But it looks good to move higher. Holding support right here, holding support. Good pullback, right? This is always an opportunity to add to your position right here, okay? But good pullback, no white candles, no red candles. Buyers are still in control. All right, buyers are still in control. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Welcome. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. So any questions on anything? Any questions on anything? Any questions on anything? This is the biggest concern right now. The biggest concern right now, not really a concern, right? We just have to switch hats, right? So the focus cannot be shorts and puts. Things are reversing, right? These green candles that came in today, that's buyers. Buyers are definitely coming in. All right, buyers are definitely coming in, and we get above this green moving average here, get above those previous support, which is now resistance, right? Fix are coming down, so we need to switch our hats. And now thinking more long, okay? More long to the upside, all right? Anything can happen, but based on this price action, buyers are coming back in. All right, any questions on anything? Any questions on anything? No questions?
David, I just have a question about, as far as the indexes, does it seem like they all trend together in a pattern together? Like when one moves in one direction, do they all kind of move at the same rate?
Yep. Yep, they will all move together. You might have they might lag a bit. So you might have like the NASDAQ is doing right now. It's lagging, right? It's lagging a bit, but you'll have that. Sometimes the NASDAQ might lead, right? And then the Dow might lag a bit, but eventually they will all move in the same direction.
And the
Absolutely.
VIX moves in a counter direction, correct?
And the VIX, the VIX moves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why this is really, really important. It really is. And, you know, because, you know, a large percentage of the stocks out there will follow the indexes, okay? A large percentage, up in the 80–90% of stocks will follow this. So we have to, this is important. It's not what we want. What we want doesn't matter. It's what price is doing. Everything says, right? Everything says out there that this market should fall. This market really should crash based on what's been happening. All of this stuff out there, and it doesn't matter, right? They're buying this market. They're pushing it higher. And who knows, right? I mean, they could get to the point where this market is making, breaking the highs and, you know, making all-time highs, right? So these are examples of why we really need to be flexible and just move with price. So, you know, the shorts are being squeezed right now. Shorts are being squeezed. Okay, shorts are being squeezed, and if the price continues to move higher, those shorts will be squeezed. And guess what? As those shorts close positions, guess what? It pushes the price even higher, pushes the market even higher. All right, so we've got to be quick, we've got to be nimble, and we've got to be flexible, and we've got to pay attention to what's happening right here, because they're buying. Could it change? Yeah, but I mean, we have all four of the major indexes are moving higher. VIX is moving down. Okay, so we've got to pay attention to that. We're starting to see stocks, more stocks. When the technology stocks really start to move, we'll know. We've seen the price action here already, but when these technologies, you know, keep an eye on this, the technology stocks, right? Both in Stock Boss and Bullmaster, all right, with Heat Seeker. And then we'll look at some of the IBD stocks too, right? So the IBD stocks, we're adding those stocks. So we've got the IBD 50, IBD new highs. I like this right here. So as the markets get more bullish, all right, as the markets get more bullish, we'll see a lot more movement with these stocks, okay? IBD big cap, right? So these are some of the large cap stocks. All right, so these stocks they're ready to move. I mean, this is oil and gas, so energy, but these stocks are just ready to move. So we just got to switch hats a bit. All right, we just got to switch hats a bit. Let's see here. Any questions on this? Any other questions?
Yeah, I just have one more question about the VIX. I think I heard you say once when the VIX goes below 20, that it seems like the the Forex market kind of settles down a little bit. And I noticed today, like the dollar pairs are all down and the yen pairs are all up. It almost seems like everything's fallen into step with each other. Is that because the VIX is down?
Yeah. Yeah, what will happen? When the VIX moves higher, that's very bearish for the market, okay, for the equity markets, okay, but very, very good for Forex, right? So Forex likes the equity markets doesn't like volatility, all right, but Forex does. So when volatility increase in the equity markets, bad for stocks, right? But that increase in volatility in the equity markets, right, is good for Forex. All right. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it is. And I you know, I don't know exactly, but I think it's money flow. I think once traders get out of equities because of the volatility, that money has to go, that capital has to go somewhere. All right. But yeah, it happens a lot when volatility increases in the equity markets, Forex really starts to get a lot of volatility. And you notice that, right, Bill? You notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that, especially when it got up into the 30s. It seemed like there's a lot more volatility with the pairs.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so expect when volatility comes back down in the VIX, right? Forex will slow down a bit. All right. But we might have, you never know. We never know. You might have certain pairs that move, right? So we just never know. We just never know. We'll see the price action. Okay, we'll see the price action. All right. The futures are down right now, right? The futures are down, but that doesn't mean they will open up down. Not a lot in the futures market. So futures market's pretty flat right now as far as opportunities to trade here in heat seeker. Okay. But right now the futures are down. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is a big day, a big update tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the market is up big. I don't know what it finished. Hey, Peter, do you know where the market closed today?
For which index?
For the Dow.
No, I don't pay attention to Dow. I just do NASDAQ or Russell.
Oh, okay.
I think a 344, and then Russell at 205.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we could see where buying really comes in tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, we could see where buying really comes in. This is a concern if we short, right? That's a concern. So, all right. So they've held support. They've held support. They've held it, right? All right. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? As far as we're starting to see some moves, if you guys look at Forex right here, things are, keep an eye on a new rotation. All right, we'll send out the alerts. All right. But we're starting to see new signals come in. All right.
When you get a chance, can we take a look at gold and silver
Oh, okay.
on the 240?
On the 240. Okay. Okay, guys. So keep an eye on these pairs here. So the Aussie, Kiwi, the yen pairs, you know, we closed some positions in the yen pairs, but still some movement. So keep an eye, look for opportunities in here. right? To go long, look for opportunities in the dollar and the euro pairs to go short. So you see what's happening here. These are all up, right? So these are all up, right? Or blue and up, solid. So they're buying, right? They're buying the yen, New Zealand, and Aussie pairs and selling the dollar, euro, and pound pair. So look for opportunities. All right, look for opportunities in those pairs. All right, but be careful. All right, so here's a short signal here. So they're definitely short signal here, break of support. So keep an eye on those. Okay. So Peter, all right, you wanted to take a look at
GOLD.
repeat it for me, Peter, please.
GOLD, gold
Oh,
barracks.
gold. Okay, gold. On the, you said on the 240.
He's good. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. We'll do it here. All right. Never mind, Will. Okay. All right, Peter. What are you looking to? Are you still in this?
Yeah. Still long calls.
Long. Okay.
Oh.
And I know
Okay.
Bill, you're still in it also, Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still in the uptrend, right? Looks like we got a buy signal in 30 minutes. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, that's the 30. I'll be careful though. You know, if the market goes higher, this might come down. The concern here is this purpose, support, and resistance. So when we get those, you know, we're making and we have a sell signal on the 240. So we have a sell signal on the 240, and we've got purpose, support, and resistance. So we're making lower highs and lower lows. Okay.
So trim my position. Start taking profit.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know we have a sell signal, right? We have a sell signal, and we've got purpose, support, and resistance. And it's moved up quite a bit. On the 30-minute, I don't like this 30. So let's see if we can get a better read on the hourly time frame. Nothing here. Nothing here, Peter. If on the 60-minute look like this, right, a buy signal in the markup phase on the 60-minute, I would say, you know, this is a concern here. This is a concern here. To really look to trade this, right, you would have to get up in this area to continue the trend on the 240. It's done. It's done. It's done for now. It's done for now. So even on the 30, so on the 60, there isn't much. On the 30, there isn't much. I was hoping to see something, get some clarity on the 60, nothing there. On the 30, nothing there. Look at this. There's absolutely nothing here. All right. On the 15, even worse. You see that, Peter? Yeah. So, yeah. And we've got purpose, support, and resistance. All right. The trade was closed. So, yeah. For now, it's done. For now, it's done. All right. Was there another one, Peter?
Silver. SLV.
SLV. All right. SLV. right. Same thing. Same thing. Sell signal here. We don't have purpose support and resistance, but let's see, let's see the 30-minute. 30-minute. You're looking to go long on silver, right?
Yeah, I'm still long.
Okay. Yeah, nothing here on the 30-minute. Let's try the 60. Nothing here on the 60. Sell signal. Let's see here. I'm trying to find something here. Let's see here. Nothing here, Peter. Nothing. You might, let's see here. Sellers, I mean, they made a high here. All right. All right, so price is right here. Here is your consolidation here. Here was your previous previous high here. This is just bad, a bad chart. So here, this is where your consult. I would say if you can get above this area here, perhaps 24, Peter, 24, right in this area here, you might get another buy signal. But this white candle right here, this is where we closed today here, right? So it can go back down and test this area here. If the market moves higher, right, silver and gold could come back down, right? So if buyers, if buying come in, right here, right, they could come back down. But we've got sell, yeah, we've got sell signals. You know, we've got sell signals on gold, sell signals on silver, and even on the smaller time frames, 30, 60, even on the 15 minutes, we don't have a buy signal. Okay, on any of these. So I would just be careful. Be careful. And look here on the 15 minutes, it's been coming down, lower highs. Lower highs, lower highs. So, yeah. All right. Any other symbols? Anything else?
I just have a question about when it's time to sell to close. You and I talked this afternoon, David, about gold being it's a good time just to close that that trade. Is it beneficial to wait till the morning? That was my plan. I think we talked about it last week where we said the market seems like it's up in the morning and then the selling comes in and it's down in the afternoon. Is there a benefit for me to hold on to it for another half a day and sell it off in the morning? Or does it not matter that much?
You know, when it's done, I just get out. I just look to get out. You know, I mean, it's up to you, but we don't know how the market will, you know, will open up, right? I mean, the futures are down now, but especially if I don't like this. I mean, I don't like this price action here. It's not very good price action, right? If we're long, we do have, you know, and that doesn't mean price can't move higher, right? And give us a buy signal and keep going. But right now, everything is telling us to be out. So, you know, when that happens, you know, it's usually good to just be out, and it keeps your emotions, you know, keeps your emotions in check. There are other opportunities. There are other opportunities, right? If it's over, it's over, right? There are other opportunities. If it gets back in play, right? Meaning that we get a buy signal. This is just for timing, the 30, the 60, but we really need a buy signal on this 240 to tell us that buyers are back in gold and they're buying again, right? And we don't have that. Okay, so the energy that we would take to and the resources, right? The capital that we would tie up waiting for this, we could use that, deploy that capital in other areas. Okay, there's nothing here. There's nothing here right now. Currently, this trade is over currently. And, you know, going by the buy and sell signals on the 240, we have a sell signal to get out. Now, can it move higher? Can it move higher and give a buy signal? Yeah, but that takes a lot of work. I would anticipate some consolidation in here, because remember, it came all the way. This is in February, right? In January, February, it made a low of 18 and it went all the way up to 26, right? That's a pretty good move, right? So that doesn't mean it can't move higher, but we need to see that. We need to see that from the price action. And right now, the trade is over for right now. So it's up to you, Bill, but you know, it's up to you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's up to you. There are other opportunities. If this market, and you know, we have to be flexible. If this market gets really, you know, if it closes big tomorrow, we could see where buying really comes in, and we might have a few weeks where, you know, we might have some other opportunities. All right, so the thing to look at is this. This is it here. This is it. Here we have a sell signal, purpose, support, and resistance. Well, let's go back. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. I don't know how long this ETF has been. Let's see if we can get more data here. Let's see if we can get more data and see what it's done in the past. Let's see if we can go back 5 years. No, it doesn't. This is, yeah, it came out. This is fairly new. Barrett Gold. Peter, Barrett Gold has been around, right? Let's see here. Okay, there's the data coming in here. Okay, that's what I thought here. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna bring in, so let's see what it's done in the past. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. All right, so look where 1 second, guys. This data is taking long. Yeah, the data isn't coming through. Let me see if I can put it here. Come on. Oh, well. Oh, well, guys, the data doesn't seem to come up for gold. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second here. Okay, here was the previous. Oh, that's not it. GYLD. Okay, so here it is, gold here. All right. That's the daily. Even on the daily, here, let's take a look at the daily. On the daily here, here is resistance right here. You guys see that resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. So the price on the daily, it shows clearer, more clearer picture. So resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Price hit resistance here, came down. Hit resistance here, came down. Hit resistance here, and now the price is moving lower. All right, so Bill, it's up to you. All right, but you know, that's a pretty big move to the upside. So,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There are other opportunities. Any other questions on anything? Any other questions? Okay. So we'll call it a night. I will see you guys. No class tomorrow. So I will see you guys on Sunday. All right. Have a good evening, and be careful out there with these markets. Markets are moving higher. So puts, be careful with puts and shorts. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, David.
Okay.